All right, I think we got one guy watching. It's Chuck. I think I'm back on, so if people start hopping on, maybe they'll catch the end of this ball game. I've been scrambling here up in the press box trying to get the something happened to our Boxcaster connection to YouTube, and but I think we're back on. So I'm going to call it like we're back on, and Chuck, if you're the only one watching, perfect. We are 15-11, and it's actually 16-11 as sac fly by Heath Hood just gave the Apaches a 5-run lead here in the 9th inning. We do have a different pitcher in the game for the Eagles, and Lance Pena is now on the mound, 6'3" right-hander, a sophomore from Spring, Texas, went to Klein High School, and so he's on the mound now for the Eagles. A 2-0 count to Jacob Johnson. It's going to miss off the plate, 3-0. And I'm going to click on that and see. Maybe we'll have 2 watching now. 4 watching. All right, so we have a handful of people that have logged back on. I don't know what happened, folks. I'm been scrambling here for the last 30 minutes trying to get this thing reconnected, and I think we're back on for the end of this ball game. Johnson takes ball 4. First and second, 1 out here in the 9th. Apaches have scored another run here in the 9th inning. A home run off the bat of Sawyer Thornhill over the right field wall. Gave the Eagles another run in the 8th inning. It's been a lot of zeros other than that since we been trying to reconnect here. 16-11, 2 on, and at the plate is Dalton Davis. Can't tell if we're on or not, but it's kind of acting like we are. And we got 8 watching, so I think we're little by little people are reconnecting. My apologies for, I have no idea. I've been scrambling with our crack technical crew here back at the mothership and Wagstaff Gym. We're broadcasting basketball, women's basketball simultaneously with on the YouTube channel. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the issue or not. Here comes Andy Morgan. He's going to visit the mound and have a little chat with his pitcher. Lance Pena is the pitcher. I've been trying to get the technology, trying to keep track of the game and fix the technology here. So little by little we have people hopping back on. I am sorry about the technology issues, but I don't believe we had anyone chance pitching. Someone has asked on the YouTube. Tried to keep up with that. Lance Pena, I think, relieved Colby Parker for the Eagles. And Reed Smith has been on for the Apaches. That's a visit from the home side dugout. It's a 2-0 count on Dalton Davis. What a day he's had. 2 doubles, a single, and a home run. He's still got a chance to hit for the cycle if he gets a triple here. And a 2-0 count. Pena checking the runner, the pitch. Misses inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Apache's trying to add to a 5-run lead now here in the top of the 9th inning. It's 16-11. They haven't put it on the scoreboard yet, but sacrifice fly by Heath Hood scored a run a moment ago. Look out! The bat goes helicoptering into the Apache dugout, and Pena caught the ball. So I have never seen that happen before. Kind of got it fisted, and the ball ended up just blooping out to Pena on the mound. So it'll go F1 or P1 off the bat of Davis. The bat went flying like a helicopter blade into the Apache dugout, and they were scrambling over there. So now there's 2 outs in the 9th, and this is Miguel Vega in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. So my sincere apologies for whatever happened to our technology here. Thankfully, we did get back on, and my numbers and my wrap-up is going to be brutal because I got about an inning and a half where I kind of lost track of what was going on the field. But we'll do our best to finish this thing up. The Apaches with a 5-run lead here in the 9th inning. Lance Pena on the mound for the Eagles is the 5th pitcher of the day for Northeast. Pop up right side. Is it going to stay in play? And it will stay in play, and it's caught over there by Jason Schneider, and that will do it for the Apaches in the 9th. It goes as a pop-up in foul territory. P03 ends the 9th. We'll go to the bottom half. If you're an Eagle fan, you need 5 to tie and 6 to win. Back in just a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. All right, we're going to go ahead and get back on the air here. As it looks like Reed Smith is going to finish this ball game for the Apaches. And I don't know what happened, and we're still trying to figure it out back at the mothership. Chuck Smith is running the show back at WAG Gym for the women's basketball. And all I can surmise is that we maybe had a temporary issue with Boxcaster, who is our streaming host, and scrambled like crazy to try to regain the signal here. But I don't know what happened. So we're back on. Got a handful of people that are back on. We had a bunch earlier, and so my sincere apologies there. But I believe we have a 16-11 score at this point as we go to the bottom of the 9th. This is going to be 8, 9, and 1 for the Eagles. And Matt Hill, I don't think that's Matt Hill. Might have a hitter. I may have lost my place here, but I think it's 32, so we'll go with that. See if we can find that number. It is 32. Ground ball to short. Lynn Weber up with it, throws across, 1 away. The pinch hitter was, let's just see who that, it was Jake Chapman. That was Chapman pinch hitting. So this is Cole Modgling. He will stay in the game. So Chapman got the pinch hit, grounded out to short for the first out here in the bottom of the 9th. And stepping in is Modgling. Modgling is 0 for 2 on the day. Couple of walks, lined out to left field back in the 5th inning. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, strike 1. Well, Reed Smith came on in the 7th, and he's going to try to finish this ball game up for the Apaches. Got another 9-inning game. That's a looper to center, and Johnson placed perfectly. Couple steps over to his right, makes the catch. 2 outs. So that's an F8 in my book. We go back to the top of the lineup. This should be Luke McBride. McBride grounded out to short his last time up. 1 for 4 on the day is Luke McBride. And he's the last opportunity for these the Eagles to keep this game extended. Swing and a miss on a fastball up and in, and it's 0-1. So thanks. Sorry about the word from Mr. DeBurrow here. I don't know what happened, but we're back on, and glad you could join us for the tail end of this broadcast. It's been a wild one, to say the least, on the field and also in the press box in the last few innings here. Shadows have finally creeped onto fair ball territory as the sun drops to the west here. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eagles down to their last strike here. Luke McBride facing Reed Smith, who's trying to close this thing up. Two balls, 2 strikes. Reed Smith, the freshman out of Lufkin, from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's your ball game. So quite a game for the Apaches, and I'm going to do my dead level best here to try to wrap this one up in some kind of cohesive fashion, as the Apaches will get the win coming all the way back. They were trailing 8-0 in the first inning of this ball game. And they come back with 3 runs in the second inning, 1 run in the third inning, 5 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 4 in the sixth, 1 in the ninth. Final 16 runs, 14 hits, 3 errors. Kind of an ugly defensive game, really, both squads. The Northeast Texas Eagles score 8 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the eighth, and final totals of 11, 11, and 3 unofficially. And so what a game for really both these teams, as it looked like the Eagles were going to run away with it in the first inning, and the Apaches kept scratching, kept clawing, and finally overtook the Eagles. And your final is 16-11. Your winning pitcher, let's see here. Golly, it's going to be not easy to, I think it might be Nick Sestito. We'll unofficially declare Nick Sestito as the winning pitcher, and I think that's going to make his record 1-0. Losing pitcher, I think it's going to be Colby Parker. Okay, and I'm going to pull up his numbers here while we can and see whether his record is going to, what his record's going to do here. Pull that up. I don't know if Colby Parker had any kind of record yet. Let's look it up here. Colby Parker was 0-1, and he'll drop to 0-2. And while we're looking at it, let's see if we can find Sestito's numbers. I don't know if he has any wins or losses yet on the season, but we'll pull that up. And he did not, so that does take him to 1-0. The loss will drop the Eagles to 2-5 overall on the year. They're 0-2 in conference play. The Apaches stay undefeated in conference play. They go to 7-2 on the year and 2-0 in conference play. So congratulations to Coach Doug Wren and the Apaches. Boy, what a game. It was a slugfest. We thought it might be. Didn't quite get into the 20s, but 16-11 is pretty close on a day when the wind was blowing straight out from the press box area. And, boy, the ball carried to the outfield a bunch today. Northeast had 1 home run. The Apaches had, let's see, they had 1 home run as well. 2 home runs for the Apaches. Dalton Davis had a homer, and so did Luke Johnson. Both of them 2-run shots to left field. And so next on the docket for the Apaches, they will play at Shreveport tomorrow against Bossier Parish if the weather holds. Now, there is an outside chance, because this game has been moved from Bossier Parish to Centenary. Centenary does have a press box, and so there's a chance, Apache fans, that we will broadcast tomorrow's games from Centenary. Can't promise that just yet. 1, because of the weather, and 2, I have not contacted Centenary, so I'm going to have to contact them. But if I can, I'm going to hustle it over to Shreveport tomorrow and broadcast that ball game. A single 9-inning game. I don't know if they've changed the game time or not. Coach Wren told me during or after that pregame interview that we were going to play at Centenary instead of at Bossier Parish. And I know that Centenary has a press box. And so I'm going to pull this up See what the game time, at least on the schedule, says. Let's see here. It's supposed to be a 2 o'clock start. And so stay tuned to your Apache. I'll do my best to get word to Coach Wren if I can hear from Coach Diaz at Centenary and see if they'll allow us to broadcast the game tomorrow. If so, then I'll hustle over there and we'll try to broadcast that game. If not, then our next broadcast of Apache baseball, it possibly would be Monday at Panola. I have not gotten permission from them either. I'm waiting to hear from them. I've done games from Panola before, so I'm waiting from their administrators to let me know one way or another. Of course, the weather is going to dictate all of this stuff, because if we get some bad weather, some things might get bumped. So my best advice to the Apache parents is to stay tuned to your Apache on the schedule for sure, but the broadcast schedule, we'll do our best to get the word out through Coach Wren to you as well. But that's going to wrap things up from Mount Pleasant, Texas. Sure do appreciate all of you that did chime in earlier and later. My sincere apologies for the technical difficulties, but we were able to get back online, and I'm glad for that. So for the whole athletic department at Tyler Junior College, that would include Mr. Kevin Vest, the athletic director, Captain Chuck Smith running the mothership back at WAG Gym, Miss Kelsey Weeks, assistant athletic director, Miss Jordan Jones, also keeping the mothership afloat back in WAG Gym. This is Dr. John Groth thanking you for watching today's broadcast, and thanks be to God who gives us the victory through Jesus Christ our Lord. The Apaches win by a score of 16-11. Until next time, so long, everybody.